Hey there, this is Granison Shines. No voice, no power. My personal study on power, how to get it, and what happens when you do get it. Been away for a few, but I've been putting together some notes, making sure they're all solid so I can bring you more information, quotes, and everything else. So today's quote is going to be about the complexity of power. Okay, so today's quote is, power can incite or diffuse the most complex of situations. Again, power can incite or diffuse the most complex of situations. Now, what do I mean by that? What I have noticed is that these people in power, and I've been talking to a lot of them, they know that they're in power. They have a consciousness, awareness, all of consistent awareness, I should say, that they are in a position of power. And understanding that position of power, there's two ways you can go with that power. You can either incite or diffuse. Okay, so there's always something along with it. Ironically, today we were talking about my group that we're in on Friday mornings. We were talking about political power. We're talking about politics and the political power. That word power came up several different times. I actually thought about getting into politics before, but I think I may be too bit of an honest guy to get into politics. Why do I say that? Because I have a friend of mine who's actually a mentor. He was very, very strong in the political arena. He was Commissioner of California. And he understood the power that came with it. And in fact, he actually got tired of this power, so he moved from California, moved here. And when I say he got tired of that power, because people knew he was in power, he knew he was in a power position, and they always came to him for something. Because he emphasized to me that one of the things that come with power is the word leverage. That's a characteristic of power, is leverage. And understanding how to use that leverage appropriately, which everyone does not do. There are many people that can take this power and the leverage that comes with power and totally abuse it, hence some of the politicians. And one of the things that was very common around the table this morning in this group was that the politicians have this abuse of power that they like to use, and it comes with dishonesty. Okay, and that, now again, that's totally in the political arena, but that also carries over into the business area. It also carries over into relationships, even personal and or professional relationships. So understanding how to incite or diffuse a situation, and even a complex situation, comes with the consistent and cognizant awareness that you have a position of power, and that power comes with leverage. Okay, so in this study, in this quote, I'm not going to elaborate too much into it, but I'm going to bring you some more information on it later, because I promised to. Understanding this power thing with leverage has been a trip, and understanding how it can incite or diffuse. So one of the things that I have personally started doing is when I find myself in a situation, and this is personal and professional, when I find myself in a situation, I want to understand where my power position is and what leverage do I have. And I've been thinking about this, I mean, very much so to the forefront of my mind. So it's not that I'm just going into the situation blindly like I used to do, that I notice now, that I used to go into a situation blindly and not understanding where my power was or how to, I kind of understood where the power was or the power position, but I didn't know how to effectively use it. Now I'm understanding how to use it and how to position it so that it makes it a win-win situation for me and the other person. Now, there are times when the other party comes in complete adversarial, complete adversary to what I'm talking about. So the relationship can become adversarial. But what I had to learn how to do is calm myself and keep myself in a position of calm, because when I remain calm, I diffuse the complex situation. I noticed that when I elevated my emotions, it incited more emotion on the other side. So if you're in a position of power, they're going to be the follower, whether they're the adversary or whether they're the proponent. Whichever way is going whatever way this is going to blossom in the situation, I've noticed that the person's emotions can and will follow. I'm talking about emotional thing on the next one, because I saw someone get stripped of some power and it got highly emotional. But I want to gather my thoughts on that first. But my aspect of understanding that the ability to diffuse and the speed at which you can diffuse, or the ability to incite and the speed at which you can incite some sort of reaction in a situation, either simple or complex. It's totally up to understanding how you position in that power, and how you play in the power, and how you leverage the aspect of what you have, the characteristic, the aspect of whatever it is that you have. How do you leverage that? It's key. It's not something that comes easy. Okay, I'm bringing you this information because I want to teach you how to do it, but it doesn't come easy on how to do that. First of all, you have to be completely aware that you're in the position of power. If you are not aware in the position of power, or if you can't find your position of power, it will not work. I've noticed that the people who exercise power in this manner are very good at it. I mean, they're pros at it. I mean, they make you feel like you're the one almost in the wrong. And that comes with a strong ability to communicate. That comes with a strong ability to understanding how to use power, where your power position is, how to use leverage. All those things that we hear in common everyday society, but those things that we don't put into action all at once. Okay, so that's another key. Putting this information and putting these characteristics all together, using them all at once, takes skill. That's why I'm saying you can learn how to use power. You can learn how to use leverage. You learn how to use all these at once. Ultimately, power is at the top of the food chain, and everything else that is underneath it, the trust, the leverage, everything else that comes with it is underneath the power. But learning how to do that, learning how to use it all at once, is a total skill. And you either have to be around someone and you have to be very observant, or you have to be taught how to use power. And that's what we're doing here. I'm going to teach you how to do this, and just because I'm learning it myself. So I'm not saying that I'm the expert at it, but I am on my way for sure, because I have been putting this into practice in personal and professional relationships, and I tell you, it works. I'm not abusing it, I'm not using it the wrong way, but I've used it to enhance and diffuse a complex situation with the people in which I have some sort of relationship, yet again, either business or professional. This is Granison Shines, signing out. Until next time, no voice, no power. Thank you. Bye.